This week we're getting four wheels on the road and heading out to Gordon Country. We're going to spend just a couple of days out here. On both days we're just going to be four-wheel driving and that's about it. Gordon Country is located about 2 hours west of Brisbane. As you'll see on the map here, it's very easy to get to, and it's a nice little drive out there. Beautiful drive actually. You may not know from all my other videos that I post, I'm usually on time limits with things, so this trip away it's great to not have a time limit. Because you may not know, editing and compiling everything really does take a long time to get the videos out to you guys. I'm happy to do it and I love doing it, but it does take a long time. So we're just going to enjoy chilling out this trip away, which is going to be awesome. If you'd like to know a little bit more about the camping and facilities that are actually here at Gordon Country, you'll see a link up in the top right hand corner of your screen. We've done a review of this place here before, but this time we're just here for relaxation, so we're spending a couple of days going four-wheel driving. Alright, so we're going to get straight into it this afternoon. We've just stopped here at Black Cockatoo Camp. This is my favourite campsite and the place that I always stay when I'm here. So we're just going to prep the vehicles now and we're going to get going. There's going to be quite a few of us heading out to the four-wheel drive tracks. So Dean and myself are really looking forward to it. Should be a great day out. You'll see where we are actually located here at Black Cockatoo Camp. We're actually very close to the four-wheel drive A track, and the place where we're actually going to enter is the Playpen. The Playpen itself here is actually really good. You've got varying degrees of difficulty on different elements throughout the Playpen area, so even if you're a beginner or if you're an advanced person, you can come here and get your confidence up before heading out to other areas in the park. As you'll see here, I'm not taking too difficult a line with anything I'm doing, but I do have 100 kilo strapped onto the roof, so I don't want to do anything too silly. I'm just doing some really easy elements and just getting used to doing those and having a little bit of fun while doing so. Alright, so now that we've had a look at the Playpen area and all the guys have had a bit of a drive through here, we're going to head off to a different section in the park. You'll see here on the map we're just joining one of the linking roads that go through the park. It's a good thing to be aware of in the park that there can be quite a bit of traffic around the four-wheel drive trails on the weekends. We were here during school holidays, so it's probably pretty much indicative of what the traffic is like on the weekends. So there can be quite a bit of traffic around the place, so just be aware of that. But the great thing about these tracks is that it's a really lovely drive through here, and the trails themselves actually meander through different parts of the park, and it's all very nice to look at and actually quite easy to drive as well. So even if you are just a beginner, the A tracks here that we're mostly driving on are really easy for you and won't provide much difficulty at all. So what we're going to do now is just head off to a different section in the park now that we've gone for a bit of a drive through here. We're going to head off to Jordan's Hill, which is a little bit more of a difficult section. As myself and a couple of the other drivers here weren't that skilled and are not really set up for quite difficult four-wheel driving, we're just going up the first part of Jordan's Hill here. It was actually quite a challenge for myself just to do this bit, so it was good pushing the boundaries with what I'm used to and what the truck's used to, so that was actually quite good. For this particular part of the trail in Jordan's Hill is actually divided up into two sections. There's the first bit which is quite easy to do, and the very top part, which you'll see Dean going up now. is really quite difficult. Dean's a little bit more experienced in four-wheel driving than I am, so he's given it a shot, and he didn't quite make it. So there happened to be a couple of people up here who were nice enough to give him a tow out, which is good. Alright, so we're just going to make our way down to the bottom of Jordan's Hill now and just go for a little bit more of a drive around the trails here themselves before we head back to camp. We've been out and about now for a few hours, so what we're going to do is just head back and have a nice little half day of driving. It's been quite entertaining thus far, and it's been quite challenging as well as quite easy, but also we've had a lot of really nice scenery. The trails that are around here are really lovely, and as you can see from the footage here, the area is really nice to look at, so it's a great area just to go for a drive through and take in the scenery. Alright, so we're going to make our way back to camp now and get ready for a big day of four-wheel driving again tomorrow. Alright, well that was a really fun day out today with the crew, four-wheel driving. We're going to turn in for the night now and just relax for a bit, and we'll see you again in the morning.
Get down and hit that subscribe button.
Yep, and like and the bell